Hello everyone, this is Hoda Ganji. In the last video we created a carpet and a painting and we worked on the living room. In this video I'm going to work on the bathroom and I want to show you how to separate the materials of different parts, and I want to add a glass here and then assign some pattern to the glass. So if I double click to open the walls group, I actually want to have a different material around the bathtub. So how about I just draw one line here, starting from that corner all the way to the top. So now this surface and this surface are separate. Also on that side, I'll draw another line. So you might do this a lot in a SketchUp because you might need to assign several materials. This second line didn't work. I'm gonna draw it again. Probably I didn't select this edge correctly. Let me move this up. Now it's better. It's now two different material. So how about I go to my materials? I want to go with actually one of the tiles, this darker one for that size, so I'll go with this one over there and over there. Right, as we talked about before, you can adjust the material. So let's say on this one I think the size is good, but I'll go with texture position. I want to actually move it on that direction. So the first one starts from the corner. The top looks good. Okay, so this is good. The second one is good, and the last one I can also move it a little bit, so I'll go with position again. How about I just double click here so the group opens, then the texture shows, and I just want to move it a little bit to the left. Okay, that looks good now. Feel free to change the color if you think it's too dark. Of course, you can edit that to be a little bit lighter, but I think it's good. And for this other part, I want to double click, open this, and I'll go with a different tile. Under select, I'll go with the lighter one. Over there, and so on. Oh, I forgot to put the door here, but we talked about doors before, so you can do it on your own. So this looks good. You can also adjust this, whether you want it to start from that corner or that corner. So feel free to go with texture position, and we can move this like left and right. I can also move it up and down. If I put it like this, it seems to be good. Okay, you can align the rest. And for this side, I want to draw actually a glass or a box and move it up, and I want to assign kind of a patterned glass over there. So let's double click outside. We are good here. So this is actually a group. The walls are all a group. So you don't have to assign the material to the group. You can open the group, divide the material, and assign as many different materials as you want. Now let's go with a box, which is actually here. I'll go with one rectangle, and let's say it's gonna be from here to here is about 1.9. I'll go with just 1 meter, and the thickness is gonna be, let's say, 3 centimeters. So 1 and then 0.03. That's good. How about I draw a window here? I want to make a group out of this. I'm gonna double click and push this up all the way here. Okay, so my plan for this is to assign a glass material, and I want to create it. So how about I go with create new material, and I have a texture in mind. I want the surface of the glass kind of looks like this, and I want it to be transparent, of course. And I'll say okay. If I assign this to this, now you see we have the pattern kind of engraved on the glass, and it all looks good. Feel free, I'll go with Shift and Z. Okay, feel free to change the scale or something. So I can go to edit. Maybe you can go with a larger number. You can also make this maybe a little bit blue if you want. So if we do this, let's see if it's working. I can kind of do this so the pattern looks like engraved but in blue color. Okay, that's not bad. You can work with the color, with the size of the texture, with the positioning and everything. Now one last thing I want to talk about is how to take care of the material library. We created a lot of materials in this file that we can use over and over again. So if I go to like in model, I see so many ideas here, and I have a glass material. I forgot to rename it. Actually, I need to hit glass here. But if I go to the list of my glasses and mirrors, I don't see it here, right? How can I add it? Well, if I click here, details, and go to open or create a collection, it's gonna take me to this address. But as you see, the rest of the materials here are empty. So I'm not gonna put it here actually. I'm gonna go with a different address. So the actual location of the materials in SketchUp are in your drive C, program data, which is a hidden file. You need to show hidden folders, and SketchUp, and SketchUp 2021, SketchUp, materials. These are actually here. So I actually need to go to select in model, select our material from here, right click on it and go with save as. And then I would save it as in that location, local drive C, etc, etc. And this is my glass. You can go with a better name, save it. And if I go to glass and mirror, it's also added here. You can also make a folder. So let's say I have a wallpaper material that I created here, but there is no wallpaper folder. So I'm gonna go to in model. The wallpaper is here. I want to make a save as. In this folder of the materials, I want to make a new folder and name it as wallpaper. And my wallpaper is good here. I'm gonna save it. Now if I go here in this location, wallpaper should be added. If it's not, probably the next time I open it should show. So I'm gonna close my file and open it again just to see if the wallpaper is added here. So I open the file again, and now you see the wallpaper is added, and there is one and only one item here. If I go to in model, we have more things here. You can do the same, like this pattern here, or even those painting and stuff. You can make a folder for your paintings, make a folder for your rugs. I also want to add this one, the Voronoi tile, to our tiles. So you see in our tiles we don't have it. That's a material that we created. So we're gonna go to in model and right click on it, and I want to save as a tile kind of. So this is not where I want it to be. I'll go to my drive C actually. So let's go to drive C, program data, SketchUp, SketchUp 2021, material. I want to put it under tile. Voronoi is a good name, so I'll go with this one, save. Now it's not only in the in model but also in tile, and next time you open SketchUp, this Voronoi pattern is also gonna show here. And they're going alphabetically, so that's why it's like the first one from the end.